Hey you guys, welcome back to Kickbait. Today on our episode, we are going to be discussing how to play Food Fantasy for beginners. Now, as you can see on our screen, I will be briefly discussing all of these tabs as well as the restaurant. First things first, we're going to discuss the bottom row. Down here is your Summoning tab, Soul tab, Team tab, Talents, Fallen Angels, your Guild tab. Up here you have your Shops, Events, Dailies, Friends, Mail, and Rebates. You have your main easy mode adventure, and then you have your hard mode adventure. You have your global deliveries, which have a timer on it, and then you have just normal, regular public deliveries that don't have a timer on it. Onto your side, you have trials, orders, the map, and an airship. Let's briefly discuss on what each thing is. Here's your Summoning tab. You either have normal summon or the event summon. It costs you 150 soul embers, or you can pay a mass summoning of 900 soul embers. If you don't have any soul embers, you're going to be asked to pay with crystals. Next up is your food soul menu guide, ranging from URs to SRs to rare and to basic. Next up is your team tab. You're going to have a team of 5, and on the side you can unlock more team slots to create more teams for your adventures. Next up is your talent tree. It ranges from damage, support, and control. And here is your cooking points. This is how many points you have to input to each certain talent. Here is your Fallen Angels tab. You can collect these from the catacombs, and you grab a spirit and put them into the vault as here. In order to unlock more vault incubations, you have to pay with crystals. Here is your guild tab. Here's where you can find all the information about your current guild status and each members. You can create or contribute to your guild here. Here is where you can find your guild contribution tab here. Your general store is right here. And to try to kill the guild boss, it'll be in this tab and you can gain points. Now going to the top, here is your shop tab where you can shop for crystals, gift packs, items, skins, transfer your tips into various items, and transfer your medals into other various items. Next up is your events tab. Here's everything that you'll need to know regarding if there's an event going on in Food Fantasy. Next up is your friends tab. You can see who is online. They'll be highlighted right here. You can add friends right here, and you can search them by either their name or their ID number. Here is your mail tab where you can see if there's any type of notifications from Food Fantasy itself, or here's your rewards for any updated or maintenance services. Last but not least at the top is your rebates tab. Basically, the more money you spend, you're going to accumulate points, and once you have a full recharge, click the button and you'll be able to obtain the rewards right here. Now moving towards more of the center of the tab. As I said before, here is your global deliveries. You'll gain cooking points, money, and fame towards your restaurant. And here are your regular deliveries, which you'll just gain a smaller version of cooking points, fame, and a reward from the chest. Here is your easy mode, where you'll fight various monsters and treasure chests to gain all the loot inside. And here is hard mode. Once you've reached a certain level or defeated everything in easy mode, you can go here and try to test yourself to get more soul embers. Now below easy and hard mode, you have your airship. Pretty self-explanatory. Gather enough materials and food items, give them into the boxes and the containers, send your ship off, and you'll receive a airship score, more cooking power, R rank shards and SR rank shards, and sometimes you can obtain UR shards. On the side here is going to be your trials. You have your daily trials to replenish various items such as skin vouchers, beginning seasoning, medium EXP bottles or varies on difficulty, or spirit rejuvenation supplies. Now to the right of your daily trials is the PvP area. This is where you can fight various teams and prove yourself to gain medal points and transfer them to your shop. You'll be able to create your team down here, and this is your overall team score. Now to the right of that is the catacombs. Besides fighting people one-on-one, this is where you can test yourself and your team and go through various levels of dungeons. Fight through all 5 levels and obtain the rewards inside the treasure chest. Last but not least is Team Up rewards. Use your squad and fight on various difficulties to obtain rewards as shown right here, and if you collect enough you'll be able to obtain certain rare skin shards for various characters. Now that we're done with the trials, here is your order tab. Once you've sent teams on various public deliveries, this is where you can check to see how much time you have left. Below that is your global map. This is just a generalistic view of all the areas in Food Fantasy, and in the upper left hand corner is your world boss, and in the lower right hand corner is your exploration. Last but not least is an alternative tab that you can click on that'll change your menu, and you have your vault and your rankings. Your vault is going to be where any type of treasure chest or rewarded items that you've earned throughout the game, it'll show up here. And rankings is where you can see throughout the week where you stand compared to other players in various categories. In the upper left hand corner is your profile, pretty self-explanatory. You can put a personal showcase of all your best units, change settings if you would like, and not only, here is where you can link your account to your Google account or your Facebook. Now that we've covered everything on the main menu, let's go to our restaurant. Now, it is very important that you fight your foodborne illnesses throughout the game. Now what do you do with all these ingredients? Let's bring them to your restaurant. So here we have your restaurant tab, your research tab, market, and ice arena. First things up, research. This is where you can see all the plates that you've developed or you've occurred over time. You can improve them here. Here's your develop tab, which can range from either 1 food item or all the way up to 3. And it takes about 10 minutes in order to incubate the full development of a food item. Now in the refine tab, here's where you can check your current restaurants that you have and see how many recipes you obtained throughout your adventures and how many that you are missing. Next up is the magic food area, where you can create various items to help give food towards your characters. If I wanted to make medium refresh, I need to use these 2 materials and make them. Capsules will help fallen angels. Syringes will also help fallen angels as well. Next up is your market tab, where you can obtain various spices and food ingredients throughout the game if you've run out of energy. And there are 6 different pages. And a system refresh will be right here to tell you how much time you have left. And if you really want to refresh it without waiting all this time, you can spend 10 crystals. You can also sell your ingredients if you have too much of one item and you need more money. Last but not least, before we head into our restaurant, this is your ice arena. Whenever your units are tired and need to be replenished, send them to the ice arena and they should be fixed up within 30 minutes. Now let's head into our restaurant. When you first enter the restaurant, you're going to get a business report. How much money you've made, how much fame you've acquired, how many tips you've had, and how many plates that you've sold. As you can see, these little floaty things that are in my restaurant, there's no customers. These little things scare off your customers. They're called rupees. How do you get rid of them? Ask a friend to go swipe them away, or get a rainbow glove down here, which can be acquired in the shop. To the left, you'll see where your servers are. And for people who are rowdy like this, they're angry and don't want to pay. Down here will be your task. You can choose which type of task that you want to do, and they replenish every 2 hours. And if you end up picking one and not liking it, you can always withdraw, but there will be another 2-hour cooldown period where you'll have to wait in order to do it again. Here is your prep table where your chefs can cook various food items. Let's cook tofu. Click. And if you ever, by mistake, make a certain food and don't want it, you can click in this X right here and it'll cancel your food that you're making. Next up is your staff tab. This is where your office of people are going to show up. As you can see, a lot of my people have 0 energy. How do you fix it? Either send them to the ice arena, feed them various items, or just put somebody else in their place. Next to that is your Intel tab. You can see how much fame you need to level up and the required materials in order to rank up your restaurant from your current rank. Last but not least, on the bottom right hand side is your decoration tab. As you level up your restaurant, you'll unlock more decorations that you can put throughout your restaurant, and you can use money or crystals to also purchase various different types of stuff. Last but not least, right here on the side is going to be your friends tab. This is where you can see if other friends of yours need restaurant cleaning, and you can also click on them to have them help you with your restaurant as well. Now, last but not least, before you jump off to your adventure, not all of these are going to be on your screen right away. First off, starting off at level 2 will be your story missions, which will be right here. You can click on them and accept the quest and be on your merry way. Next up will be your development tab, which will be at level 5, which we've shown right here. Your cooking talents are going to be unlocked at level 7, which is going to be right here. Your team slot number 2 in delivery, we're going to be at level 9, so your deliveries for these guys will show up at level 9. The Parasail, which is right here for your hard mode, is going to be unlocked at level 12. Daily Quest, which is shown right here, is going to be unlocked at level 13. The Replenish tab, which is right here, is going to be unlocked at level 15, along with your world map. Your Ice Arena is going to be unlocked at level 16. Your airship is going to be unlocked at level 22. Your showdown for PvP is going to be at level 23. Exploration throughout the world is going to be at level 24. Catacombs to see how much dungeoning you can do with your team is going to be unlocked at level 26, along with your Fallen Angels tab, which is right here. The marketplace in order to purchase your extra ingredients is going to be at level 28. Your team up slots is going to be unlocked at level 30, where you can try to go for different rare skins throughout the game. Shard Fusion is going to be unlocked at level 30, and it's this tab right here. And last but not least, to round off your leveling as to how much stuff you've unlocked, is at level 32, you are going to unlock your guild tab, which is right here. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. I, as your host, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love doing tutorials and I love teaching people how to play Food Fantasy. Honestly, it's such a great game. If you're interested in joining a guild, please feel free to message us either on Twitter, YouTube, even joining us in the game. We're always looking to find new people, and we would love for people to be active, contribute, and help us do our guild boss. All the information is displayed right here. Thanks again, you guys, so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day, Kickbaiters. Bye!